Narcissistic gaslighting is like, every time that you said it's like raining and the narcissist told you it's sunny and they handed you a pair of sunglasses when instead what you actually needed was an umbrella. That's gaslighting. In a narcissist world, it's like up is down, left is right, and your feelings apparently are just made up. That's what they believe. Because in a healthy relationship, what you'll find is you can agree to disagree. But in a gaslit relationship with a narcissist, it's like living in this house of mirrors. And every reflection that you're looking at is just so distorted, makes you question your sense of reality a little bit more. And gaslighting is an important tactic for narcissists to use when they're trying to abuse somebody. Imagine every time that you try to express your feelings, the narcissist just kind of tosses it away. And then you feel like you're being blamed for even having feelings. It makes sense to them because they don't actually have feelings. So when you're expressing feelings, they're like, I don't have those feelings, so neither should you. So in a narcissist world, your emotions aren't just invalid. They're apparently a figment of your own imagination. Narcissistic gaslighting is like, it's this mind game where your own thoughts and your own perceptions get just twisted around, just like a pretzel. And it ends up being this, this salty, confusing mess that's leaving you just thirsty for like truth. And here's the thing, it's just like victims, they find themselves like puppets in this twisted little show. And one of the favorite lines the narcissist will use is like, you provoked me, or, you're too sensitive. These are their strengths. And these phrases, they're not just words. They end up just being like tools the narcissist uses to just rewrite your own reality, making you the villain of their story. And they're the villain. It's just, gaslighting, the impacts of gaslighting on victims of narcissism ends up being self-doubt. And after escaping the clutches of these narcissistic relationships, victims often carry, just the weight of just doubt and confusion, almost like a cloud. And it's like even after you walk out of this narcissistic maze, you still feel lost. And constant emotional invalidation from a narcissist doesn't just leave scars. It leaves question marks over every feeling and every decision we've ever made. And survivors of narcissism, self-doubt ends up becoming this constant companion. It can feel like a shadow that just kind of lingers, even in the sunlight. And it's almost like having this, narcissistic voice in our head, this little critic that questions our every move. This all has to do with, just the echoes of the narcissist's original words. And the impact of gaslighting is really serious because narcissism victims struggle to just trust themselves again, their feelings, and even their own judgment. And what it feels like is like after having spent such a long time in this hall of mirrors, you start wondering whether these narcissistic reflections are more real than you are. And they're not even a little bit. But when we're in there, it's just like, this is all that I see. So what do we do about narcissistic gaslighting? Well, we start by turning, self-doubt into self-assurance. This becomes like the turning point. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards just reclaiming our mind after gaslighting. Think of it as reprogramming your internal GPS. And sure, I've been off course for a little while. Thank you, narcissist. But now I'm recalibrating. I'm redirecting towards a destination of self-trust and clarity. And it's not about you recovering from the past. It's about rebuilding a future where your voice, your feelings, your perceptions are the compass that just guides you. And every step forward is a step away from narcissistic gaslighting. And the further away you go, there's a dimming effect. And you end up moving towards, a place where your emotions are valid, where your thoughts are clear, and your truth becomes unshakable. And in this journey is your path out of narcissism. And it isn't about escaping the fog. It's about emerging into a space where you're the narrator of your own story, a story of resilience, a story of strength, and unwavering self-belief. It all starts with the empowerment that comes from being able to label gaslighting. And it's not about catching the narcissist's lies and holding them accountable. That's just not going to happen. What ends up happening is you end up trusting your truth, your reality. And your truth and your reality can't be gaslit away. Because every moment that you choose to believe in your own perceptions and your own emotions, you're taking back control. And you're taking back control away from the narcissist. And when you've been living in a gaslit world, it is like turning a light on into a dark room. And the shadows of doubt that they cast by the original narcissist, they just disappear. And what ends up happening is you end up seeing things as they are, not as a narcissist wants you to see them. And in that clarity, what you do is you find strength, you find confidence, you find resilience, and the courage to trust yourself again. And in this journey that we're on of self-trust, you're not just navigating away from the fog of this, narcissistic manipulation. What you're doing is charting a course towards a healthier, more authentic life. And in this life, your feelings aren't just heard, they're honored. Let me introduce myself. My name is Miles, and I'm a hypnotherapist and a recovery coach. And my specialty is helping people recover from, the abuse and trauma from narcissistic entanglement and to guide them to the other side, to live fulfilling, rich lives and meaningful lives, after narcissistic abuse. And I'd like to help you if I can. You can find more information on my recovery program and my courses at narcovery.com, or just send me a message here.